domestic terrorist was giving order to the security guard, and he was letting him know everything, telling him to watch me, telling him I was gonna steal out of the store. The whole time I paid for some stuff from the store. I paid for my merchandise, like I paid in Target. And he telling people, oh, she's stealing stuff. When I was paying for stuff, he was giving orders to the security guard, listening to the fake detective who is a domestic terrorist. And he's sitting here giving him orders to tell him to watch me and follow me through the community and store. And like he did in Northwestern Hospital, giving orders to the security guard in Northwestern Hospital. I have no idea this is a domestic terrorist they all talking to, and this whole community giving him orders to watch me and lying about me killing a lot of people and infecting people with HIV and AIDS the whole time. It was him who did that shit. But he didn't. What the authorities did not like about what the domestic terrorist did, he didn't tell them that I'm a domestic violent victim and he's a domestic terrorist. You're supposed to protect me from this coward ass bitch. And he had people in the community spitting on me, throwing HIV fluids on me, anal fluids, sex fluids, throwing HIV and AIDS fluids on my food, my drink, my water. And that's how I was hungry. That's why I kept passing out because I ain't had no more food to eat or drink. Because all my stuff had HIV fluids and AIDS in it. Literally torturing me and starving me. And it was this is how I lost a lot of money on food supply. I lost a lot because of this shit. Because of this arrogant ass nigga who's a registered sex offender. And he's a domestic terrorist. He needs to be locked up.
That's the motherfuckers, bro.
I lost a lot of money and food supply that I lost. And I was struggling, trying to get some food. So I started going to cafeterias to eat. And I ain't had no other food to go to. I had to go to the churches and eat. And because of what he did,
that's what I'm saying.
this was a fucking crime. And he had a security guard in Catholic Charity watching me, but the security guard in Catholic Charity did not know I'm a domestic violent victim. You're supposed to be watching him, not watching me. You're supposed to be protecting me from him. Like the other security guard in Catholic Charity was watching him, didn't like what he was doing. Trying to tell him he's not a detective. That's a domestic terrorist fault. Get her in Catholic Charity. See, everyone in the community got involved with this nigga bomb. They did not listen to my authority. So I found another way to contact my authority on my phone. I just started telling them everything. And it was easy for me to talk because I could text it to them. So I didn't have to do all that talking. So it actually relieved my stress because I kept reporting them for what they did. Every location they did it at, I reported it. Even on the public transportation. Even at different locations, like they was doing some foul shit. And he got all the LGBTQ and the racial assessment and the whole community was trying to jump me and remind you, he the one infected y'all with HIV and AIDS, and he the one murdered y'all relative. Remind you, this domestic terrorist who's following me, trying to pretend to be a detective, he murdered y'all relative as well as my relative, as well as some of my friends I grew up with who's murdered. And this is foul. And he going around telling people I murdered people when I never did. It was him. He's on the run for murder. And he want to keep up spreading rumors about me. And the whole time he the one committing all these homicides. And human trafficking people selling drugs in Lost House Apartment and other shit. And through the community with HIV and AIDS foods and the drugs and other stuff. And he's involved in a lot of criminal activity, and he's sitting here giving orders to people to try to jump me, sexually assault me, and gang rape me in the community and in Lost House Apartment. Trying to abuse a domestic violence victim. And remind you, this man is on the wanted list of the FBI and CIA list. And he's sitting here trying to kill the other domestic. Thought he was going to send someone to essay my son, who's in DCFS system. They was never going to do that because me and him on family order protection. So that means when we on the family order protection, we're on it together with the same authority. That's it. Not with the fake authority who are registered sex offenders money. We're not. That's not my authority. I reported him. I already reported them through all the law enforcement in the system. Those are not my goddamn authority. He had a registered sex offender and LGQ pretending to be my order of protection. I started peeping that out. That's why I kept going to different locations. I started noticing that. And they were trying to pretend to be my order of protection. I'm like, my order of protection don't do shit like that. Even some of them brought me food and drink when I was in the shelter. Even gave me money and I paid them back. And they looked out for me and gave me some good advice. And I know, like, even the Chicago Police Department sergeant put me on game. And I could tell from a real authority from a fake ass bitch. And I'm not slow like that. And I'm like, you are not no goddamn authority. And I'm very aware of it. But I reported all these bumps in Los South Department and the fake ass authority. And he's out here telling people, this domestic hero telling people that I was being gang stalked when I wasn't. It was him being gang stalked. The domestic terror, the fake authority giving orders to people over here. He's the one being gang stalked. The authorities and the government is working with me and my son, and we're on the family order protection is protecting us. Trifling as crime. They're not killing us. They're trying to kill them because they have killed so many people and infected so many people with HIV and AIDS and put HIV and AIDS fluids in our food supply and water supply. This whole community needs to take their anger out on him, not on me. I was never being gang stalked. He's helping my ex-husband trying to commit a homicide on me and my son. The LGBTQ is an accessory to it, and the registered sex offender and everybody in the community who got HIV and AIDS is playing the part in the murder. That's all I need. We're trying to commit a homicide on me. And I knew it when the moment I moved to Lost House Apartment, I was like, these niggas gonna try to commit a homicide on me. When the moment I moved to Lost House Apartment, I seen it coming because I seen it in Wilson. And I seen it coming. Like, I knew they was gonna try to commit a homicide on me. That's all. So I just started using my common sense. Start talking to them more, start listening to them more, and I started noticing it. Like, I started seeing the red flag with the staff member, some of the janitors, the maintenance man, and the people in the community was acting weird. That's all. I started noticing the bullshit. That's all. And I like, they out here trying to commit a homicide on me, but they the one who murdered all these people was gang stalking them. Some of these people committed suicide. Some of these people got murdered by these people. And some people jumped them and committed a capital murder. Some of them did drug them. Some of them gang raped them, sexually assault them, beat them to death, set them up to get their kids taken away. They all played a part in a murder. That's all I need. And I started noticing that. That's all I need. Human trafficking people, I started noticing that because someone out here downtown was trying to human traffic me downtown, and I did what my authorities told me to do, stay in the public eye. And I'm glad that we was working together as a team, looking out for my safety. And it got to the point it got serious, to the point that I were in danger. So the fact that it was that serious, I had to take orders from them because they're looking out for my best interests and my safety. Because they dealt with these type of evil ass criminals before, and I have to follow proper protocol at all times. That's what I need. Because this was endangerment to my life, and I knew that they was going to try to commit a homicide to me. And I had to think, is this what they did with Rosie Green, my foster mom, and my biological mom who got murdered? This is what they did to her. That's what made me think, like, this is what they did. Killed her for life insurance money and murdered them and trying to cover it up. And everybody want to blame me, Cecilia Green, for a murder that they committed. That's all I need. But y'all contracted HIV. Y'all did it. And y'all infected innocent people who were victims, who got HIV, have no idea that y'all murdered some of their people. That's all I need. They did not deserve that. That's all I need. And I feel like they need to speak up and tell their story and set them up too. The victims. That's all I need. Because they were trying to commit another homicide this year and last year, and that's when they start throwing HIV and AIDS frequent fluids on my clothes, my food, my face, my eyes broke out, my skin broke out. That's why I'm covered up with the face shield on and the scarf around my mouth, and I got 2 layers on, and I got my stuff on for a reason, to protect my body. And I did what my authorities told me to do, and I'm thankful that they're here, because I would not know what the fuck to do at this point. I would have Being like in that girl situation, how that girl got set up and jumped in that apartment. That her story touched me. I'm like, that could have been me. So it made me think did they do that to Rosie Green on Racing? Jump her and jump her in her home, attack her, burn her, bruise her, shot her, cut her? Did they do that on Racing? It made me think like, did y'all do that to my foster mom? So and I'm have to think, cause they were trying to do it to me. I'm like, did y'all do this shit? Now I'm starting to believe that they did. I agree with the authorities on this. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying none of the shit they're saying. I'm ready for them to get the fuck out of this community. That's right. I believe they did commit those murders. Because they talk about murdering people every fucking day in Large House Apartment and in this community. Every fucking day. And I'm noticing that. Even with the rich people, I am noticing a whole lot. And I'm starting to think otherwise. Like y'all, I'm starting to think otherwise. That's why. I'm not believing nothing they saying. I'm seeing otherwise. Says otherwise they are a suspect. I'm seeing that. That's all. And I agree. Y'all need to do y'all thing too. I'm not buying it. That's all. I don't believe nothing they're saying. I think they're full of shit. That's all. You're trying to play the victim role, but you murdered somebody's family member. You were never the goddamn victim. That's all. You were the murderer. You was the suspect. How the fuck are you the victim? You kill somebody's family member. Then you want somebody to feel sorry for your pathetic ass after you murder their family member. Bitch, I don't feel sorry for you. I want to beat the crap out of you for what you did to the victims and my family member. You don't deserve to be here. You deserve to be SA'd. You deserve to be locked up and be gang stalked behind bars and let them kill you from there. Because you don't deserve to be in a luxury apartment or home. That's all. If you have to kill someone to do it, then you weren't shit anyway. That's all. I agree with my authorities on this. These are some coward ass bitch. They never keep it real or 100. I was the honest one the whole time. I had evidence. They wasn't honest. They just made the shit up. That's all. That's all I think. Trying to make excuses to harm somebody again. That's all. I'm not buying it. I think they need to, it's time for them to get a taste of their own medicine and for them to suffer. I agree with her on that one. This is pure evil. I never seen evil people in my life. To the point I'm disgusted. I don't want nothing to do with them. I'm sticking with the ones who have my back from day one. I'm not fucking with the fake ass motherfucker. I'm sticking the ones who had my back from day one. I don't with those fake ass people. That's all. And yes, and my authorities, all my stuff is packed up in my apartment, already packed and organized, ready to take out, slowly taken out. It's organized in there to the point I can just take it out and I ain't have to worry about grabbing stuff. I can just put some stuff and just grab it out and make it easier. Because the GD want me off that floor, the motorcycle gang want me off that floor. They want me off that floor because the gang's talking gonna get bloody, so they want me off the fucking floor. They want them to put me in another unit right now. They want me off the floor. It's getting serious now. It's getting like really serious to the point that they want me off that floor now. It's gonna be blood. Blood's gonna be shed. I'm giving y'all the heads up. They trying to get me off that floor. That's all. That's all. Time is wasting. They trying to get me off that floor. That's all. It's gonna get crazy. And I see it coming. Me and everybody in the Long House apartment, we low key talking to each other, telling each other. The one that ain't involved in the murder, we low key talking to each other, telling them they need to get us off this fucking floor. They finna shoot these niggas up in this apartment. That's a wrap. We ain't involved, so the staff member need to do their damn job and fucking the sex offender. And the murderers. That's all. Trying to be cute. That's all. Y'all authorities need to go in there too, get on them too, because they not doing their job. The other staff members working with us, we're working with the ones who not involved in the murder. Those are the ones we working with, and they not supporting this shit either. So they disgusted. That's all I get. They talk to us like every day, every other day, and they're amazing. They keeping us calm and cordial, telling us when to leave, when not to leave. They giving us orders too, as well as the gangsters up there, and they doing a wonderful job because they getting sick of this shit. Even the ones in the community and the ones following me, they're getting tired of the bum following me. If you know what I mean, the fake authorities following me, they're getting tired of him. It's getting to the point now they want to jump that one. They want to help y'all essay that one because he talk him the other ones in there, the other domestic terrorists. They talk a lot of shit. They think they tough, and the real gangsters and the real authorities are about that life. Y'all know y'all don't play that shit right. They don't play that, and the other ones snap off on the other ones for disrespecting me as a female. That's all. And he think he could just throw his fluids on her. Dude was ready for to attack him in the laundry room. Yeah, he was. He was gonna come out and tear his ass up. That dude ain't playing. He said, next, you put your hands on that one. He was ready because he's a family person. He's a family man. He loves women and children. So he look like when he hear a man trying to assault a female, and the fact of HIV and AIDS, that man was ready to kill last night. I swear to God, this man don't play over women. He love women and children. He don't play. He ready to kill them niggas out here. I'm telling y'all right now, he's ready to kill. He love women and children so much. He don't want you involved. He don't want you even touching them. Right? I did not know it's real men out here who love women and children. I did not know it's real ones out here who actually give a fuck. I was shocked last night. Like, what? I'm in laundry and we low-key talking, secretly talking. And we low-key laughing. I'm like, damn. When I say he don't play, this nigga will hurt you for real. And I like the fact that he protects them over women and children. Like, that's the kind of guy I need right there. Yeah, that. I mean, you out here, he doing, a man out here trying to assault me. Bring him. You ain't got to say nothing else. Him, and I started to see the other ones coming out more. I'm like, damn. I started seeing the white guys coming out more, the Spanish and the black man, the Haitian, all you guys. I'm like, damn. Now I started seeing the real gangsters coming out, like, oh hell, not the Spanish man, like, oh yo, y'all ain't playing. Whew, I was low key laughing, like, keep it. I'm trying so hard not to laugh, like, oh my God, I'm blushing a little bit, like, oh my God, I never had someone stood up for me. I'm just sitting here blushing, like, oh my God, he stood up for me. Oh my God, for me and my son. Oh my God, that's a man. Then I see the Chicago police doing the same thing to hire. I'm like, damn, motherfucking damn. I'm like, what? Y'all have no idea. I'm here the other one in my apartment talking, like, but you ain't touching her. No, that's fine. That's fine piece of me. You ain't touching that. No, that's a woman. I'm like, damn, y'all don't even know me. I have no idea. Oh my God, the LGQ and Russian sex have been fucked up. They ready to attack. I don't know when, but they ready. It's coming real soon. Brought to you by Chicago Theater. They're protecting my beautiful authorities, ladies, because they're beautiful as well. And they be trying to comfort them, these beautiful women. And I love them. And I love them and they family. They're beautiful. My YouTubers, my friends, they trying to comfort my beautiful people. I mean, y'all are awesome and y'all are handsome and beautiful. Great personality. Yes, y'all gonna need extra protection. Yes, you are. And my high school friends who are not involved in the murder, you guys are awesome, as well as the authorities. And we're protecting our sexy higher ups as well. Yeah, we got a lot of beautiful people out here and handsome people I ever saying, like, oh my God, y'all care. Like, oh my God. I'm out here looking crazy. I had to laugh at myself how I wrap myself up and wear this shit. I was like, how do I do this shit? I literally have to laugh sometimes at what I wear. You know, damn well I don't wear this shit. The low key laugh sometimes at where I come out and dress. I'm like, I wish I could wear my good clothes. I can't wear it because the last time I wore my good clothes, they threw HIV and AIDS tools all over my clothes and it couldn't come out. It stank so bad. It stained. I have to throw it away. It was a health hazard to the point it was like a biohazard to the point that she can't wear it. I had no choice but to throw it away. My covers, my sheets. It didn't matter how many times I washed it. It was in the sheet. You could smell the HIV still in my sheet. That's why I threw it away. And my cover, no matter how many times I wash it, it stayed. The odor of the HIV and the AIDS stayed in my sheets. I had no choice but to throw it away. That was horrible. So I just I started my Snuggie, they threw HIV and AIDS on it. It was so much HIV fluids on my Snuggie. It stained my Snuggie, the odor. It couldn't come out, and it didn't come out properly. It stained in there. The odor, like, I have to throw it away. That's fucking ridiculous. So it's like, I'll wait to replace my Snuggie and get me another robe, but I'm not buying any new shit in that unit. I'll wait afterwards because my Snuggie and stuff was stained with HIV and AIDS 501, 402, 503, 602. Who did this shit? And that's how my stuff got HIV in my unit. You will see the crack in Lost House apartment, how they got cracks of HIV fluids in my unit, how they made holes. Like y'all in the jail cell, they be making holes and cracked in the jail cell to give each other drugs and transfer drugs in the building. Well, that's how they did it in my apartment. From the ceiling to the ground to the side, there's small cracks. That's how the HIV and fluids got inside my home. You could see it coming down. You'll see it, how they exposed in my apartment. That apartment is a biohazard to the point I did bleach it, I did sterilize it, and I did disinfect it before I lay down. The lady told me sterilize it and clean it before I lay down. She didn't want me to take a risk. We said, because she saw me doing better. She don't want me risking my health. She's like, this was disgusting. She's glad I got gloves from Dollar Tree. She was so glad. Like, that was good. And I got some more cleaning products. She was glad how they did my silver thing on my stove. They got HIV fluids all over that. They damaged that. You will see it. So when y'all bring the property crime investigator in there, y'all see go through 402 unit, 503 unit, and 602 unit. You'll see all the units, how they did it. You will see how they did my unit. You will see it. That's how they did it. How they got the cracks in there, how they put the HIV fluid. You will see it. It's on the silver. It's on the bathroom. I don't take a shower in there. Because if I take a shower, he throw his HIV fluids from the ceiling while I'm taking a shower. And he do it from the side of the wall, going through walls doing it in 503 unit. And 402 do the same thing. Every time I take a shower, he be squirting his HIV fluids inside my unit. So it got to the point that bad, to the point that she had to not take a shower in her unit and use the bathroom. He had it on my toilet seat. He cracked my toilet. Remind y'all, my toilet wasn't broken. The toilet was brand new, and 503 put something in my apartment and made a crack up under the mirror, threw something in my toilet and broke my toilet. And y'all know I don't break toilets like that. And that toilet was cracked because of 503. I don't damage my unit like that. Y'all should know me by now. I don't do shit like that. Them pedophiles did that shit, and the domestic terrorists damaged my unit like that, broke my toilet. And I'm like, why the staff started to find out that they did that shit. Damaged my toilet. They damaged a lot of stuff in my unit and try to get me evicted out. But they the one who damaged my unit. And Stephanie Lee told them to do it. To invade my unit. The other property management told them to do it. The Los Angeles Department told them to do it. And she was trying to be funny, thought I was going to hook up with a predator. Like, I told this bitch, I didn't come here to hook up with no fucking body. I came here to get my son back. I didn't come here to hook up with these trifling ass niggas. Anytime I tell you this shit, bitch, that was not on my mind. So why would you think that? That's your hidden agenda, not mine. That's why. I didn't come here to hook up with none of them trifling ass niggas. That's bad when you got the Latin King and the GDs and the other gangs and telling you don't hook up with no one. The registered sex offender Los Angeles Department and the domestic terrorist from Los Angeles Department. That's crazy when they tell you that. And the whole time I wasn't thinking about hooking up with none of them. I just like staying to myself. I'm not lonely. I just like staying to myself. I enjoy being by myself because I see what's going on around me, and I don't want to get involved in that. That's all. These are criminals. So I'm doing good by staying to myself. I'm not missing out on anything. These guys are perverts. They all need to be locked up. And they think it's cute. But they be trying to get people sick in that apartment. And infect them with HIV and AIDS on purpose. That's all. And gang raping and sexually assaulting people in the hallway, jumping people in the hallway, attacking people in the hallway, doing all type of criminal activity. Planting drugs in their units, setting people up. Like, they be doing all kind of evil shit in Los Angeles Apartment. It's not just Los Angeles Apartment. It's in this whole community, including the rich community. They be doing it. The murderers be doing it to the whitelisted people. That's all. And this is ridiculous. That's all. Shoplifting and stealing food and all that type of shit. That's them doing. That's all. And this is the everyday thing they do, and they think it's funny. And these niggas are trifling. And in fact, my ex-husband was out here stalking me, talking shit, pull a gun out of me. I saw him in another vehicle, and he pulled a gun out on me, not too far from Los Angeles Apartment, pull a gun out. We're trying to shoot me outside when I was outside the Los Angeles Apartment. I saw this coward ass bitch. I'm like, I'm not scared of him. I'm with the authorities to shoot him. And he thought that he was doing something to me. He thought I was crying, and he was trying to be funny. Last time I saw him again, he was when I was by North Michigan Avenue, leaving Walgreens. And he gonna say, how did you get Los Angeles Apartment? Did you get it for prostituting? No, I didn't prostitute it. I literally did it the right way. I put down, I signed the lease. I paid for the paperwork. And I did a pre-application, and I signed it. And that's how I got hooked up with Renaissance, and that's how I got into Los Angeles Apartment. That's what I did. And they ended up paying for my deposit for my apartment, and that's how I got in there. That's all I did. Ain't no other way I got in there. And I signed the lease. I did a certification. I didn't sell my body. I got in there the legal way, not the illegal way. That's all I did. I got in there like a normal person. That's how I got inside Los Angeles Apartment, and that's how I got in there. That's all I did. I didn't have to sell no ass. That's all. I ain't got a fucking group of ugly ass niggas I don't want to fuck with. That's all. I didn't have to sell my body. That's all. I earned that spot there. I ain't have to sell shit. I saved my money and got up in that apartment. That's all. That's how I got up in there. That's all. I ain't done it no other way. That's all. That's probably what he did, but that's not what I did. That's all. So I ain't got no reason to sell shit. That's all. Like, I got inside the apartment in East Chicago. Same thing. I paid the $50 fine for the application, and I did the certification, and I signed the lease. That's how I got in East Chicago, the same way. They paid for my deposit. That's how I got it. That's why. No other way. That's why. I paid 30% of the rent. That's it. That's why. From this location and East Chicago location, it was 30% of the rent. That's why. No other location. That's why. That's it. That's how I got up in there, bitch. And I was working at that time at Walgreens and Family Dollar and paying 30% of my rent in East Chicago. Now what, bitch? That's what I did all my application for my Social Security paperwork. I did it for public aid. I even filed taxes the right way, not the illegal way. So I have no reason to lie to these coward ass bitches because all my shit was legit and it's in the system. And I have proof of the documentation. So how can you tell me what the fuck I was doing when you wasn't around? That's what's wrong with you coward ass bitches. Y'all have to kill someone to get something. I didn't have to do that. That's why y'all all going to prison. And I know how to get a job. They don't want me working right now because of niggas like you.